Well, good morning and welcome to Unity of Kent Sunday service for December 18th. And my name is Reverend Patty Becker. Welcome all of you on Zoom and everyone in the sanctuary. Our music today is being presented by Sammy Barnard. And so I invite Sammy to now open our service with song.
I think it's pretty festive, and let's start out with a rockin' tune. And that means you gotta kind of get on your feet, maybe. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año, felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Thank you, Sammy. That was great. Well, good morning again, and welcome to Unity of Kent. And I'd like to affirm that Unity of Kent is a welcoming congregation, that we invite people of all races, creeds, colors, lifestyles, economic status, whatever. If you are serious and desirous of deepening your spiritual life, that is the focus of this ministry. And so we invite you to join us in exploring the height and breadth and depth your souls can reach. Our teachings are based on those of Jesus as well as New Thought principles. And what I like about our philosophy is that it's a practical philosophy, that when we put it into practice, when we know it, understand it, and put it into practice, it makes a difference in our lives. Our lives become better, they become elevated and illumined. I have been in Unity since 1988, and it's been a continuing, 1987, I think. No, 86. Oh my gosh, I'm getting older as I'm standing here. And it has been a process for me in my spiritual growth, applying these principles. I've come from a Catholic background, as you know, and very rigid, very dogmatic, and to get used to let myself breathe into our philosophy took some time. And then developing it and letting it grow and has been a process. And it is a process that is continuing for me. Every time I give a talk, every time I teach a class, I realize something more about my life, about what my purpose is and how to go about fulfilling that purpose. It's an ongoing journey of step-by-step enlightenment. I don't know that the enlightenment is really a destination or that transformation is a destination. It is a direction towards which we move in our evolving lives. And that is the basis of why our philosophy is called New Thought, is that it's not contained within a set of doctrines. It is open-ended. There's room for spiritual realization, understanding, application, and growth. Well, as Sammy opened our service with song, which was a toe tapper, I really liked it. Let's just take a moment for prayer now. So I invite you to relax right where you are, whether at home or here in the sanctuary. To take a deep breath and then to allow that breath to usher in the normal rhythm of your breathing. And as we breathe, to feel yourselves, your bodies, to relax. I just felt my shoulders drop, and you may have too. Just to be present, alert, aware. And what are we aware of? We are aware that there is one presence and one power active in the universe. We are aware that this presence and power is not contained with anyone's dogmatic container. We are aware that this presence and power animates all that is. That it is not a person or an entity, rather it is an energy that dances, moves, has vibration, expands. This presence and power is the same animation within our own bodies. It is the same power that moves us, that brings us more and more life as our understanding increases, or as our awareness grows. And that there is, in essence, in spirit, no separation between ourselves and God. We carry Godedness within us. And we come together this Sunday morning to remember this. To remember it, to remember it, to remember it, and then to act upon it. Every moment of our lives in which we are aware of its presence. And in this spirit, I affirm that this space, that one another, that wherever you are, shimmers with light and grace. And I invite you to open your hearts and minds to this vibrating presence as you. So that today, this morning, we become more and more attuned with that which we call God, which lives, moves, and has its being as our lives. And we are so grateful for this realization, for this attunement. As we meditate, as we pray, as we listen to music, as we greet one another, and as we share hospitality. And in this openness and realization, we are grateful. Grateful for consciousness, grateful for freedom, grateful for joy. And so it is. Amen.
let's keep that energy flowing for one more. You guys might know this song. Jingle Bell. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell swing and jingle bell ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go a-gliding in a one-horse sleigh. So giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in a jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell rock. So what a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go a-gliding in a one-horse sleigh. And giddy up, a jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. A mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell run.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. Your presence is always very important, so thank you for coming Zoom in the sanctuary or Facebook. However you get here, we love it. So let's start with our statement of faith. There is one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good omnipotence. I trust and align with that power of goodness now. So last night we had a Christmas dinner here and we had a full house and we all had lots of fun. Joy was through the room and happiness, or was it joy or was it happiness? Anyway, Reverend Patty will enlighten us the difference between joy and happiness. Yeah, happiness and joy. Also, it's Hanukkah, so I have a rabbi story. So the rabbi was standing in the river and he says, "Who would like to find Jesus?" So this man raises his hand, comes down to the water. So he says, "So would you like to find Jesus?" And he said, "Yes." So he dips him in the water, brings him up. "Did you find Jesus?" "No." "Okay." So he dips him again, holds him a little bit longer, brings him up. "Did you find Jesus?" "No." So he said, "Okay." So he puts him in third time, holds him as long as he thinks he should, brings him out. He said, "Did you find Jesus?" He said, "Are you sure this is where he fell in?" Not very holy, but fun. So Wednesday, we have the Spirit Talk? Yes, okay. So Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. on Zoom, join Patty and the group for a lively discussion. Christmas Eve service here in the sanctuary, so hope everybody comes to the sanctuary. That's at 5 p.m., and it will also be on Zoom. And then next Sunday, being New Year's Day, we will have a service New Year's Day in the sanctuary. We won't have a service Christmas Day. We're having it Christmas Eve. Okay, clear as mud? And that's the burning bowl on New Year's Day. And that's where we write down what we don't want in our life next year and burn it, and it goes away, so it won't happen next year. Right? More or less. And I hope you will all come downstairs. I think there's food left from last night, so it should be a pretty good feast today. So come down and join refreshments with us. So the virtue today is understanding. Understanding is using your mind to think clearly, paying careful attention to see the meaning of things. An understanding mind gives you insights and wonderful ideas. An understanding heart gives you empathy and compassion for others. Understanding is the power to think and learn and also care. And the affirmations, if you'll say them with me. I have an understanding mind. I see the truth about things. I have an understanding heart. I have empathy for other people's feelings. And the daily word, the theme for the day, joy. Joyfully I celebrate my oneness with God. As the three wise men followed the star to Bethlehem to greet the newborn child, I follow my inner light and discover the Christ within. As I approach the conclusion of Advent season, I realize that this is rather the material goods or creature comforts is a source of my joy. The Christ within is the part of me that is always one with God, omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. When I face challenging times, I can draw from the inner wellspring of joy, my foundation of irrepressible strength and fortitude. I have within me the power to overcome my challenge. This day, this moment, I am joy-filled. I celebrate the overflowing blessings of my divinity. And Matthew 2:10, when they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. So now's the time. What is it? Oh, now's the time for prayers. So if you wrote something on the little yellow sheet that was in your program, now's the time to bring it up and put it in the prayer box. For those of you that are on Zoom, if you want to unmic and say your prayer out loud. I did say that. Unmute. Yeah, unmute.
All right. So we have our opportunity to practice our prayer support for one another as community and to uphold our community in prayer. And so we rub our hands together, get the energy going, and you on Zoom or can also do this. And take a deep breath and drop into your absolute knowing, into the certainty of faith. As we bless these prayers, as we know these prayers to be fulfilled in divine timing, and we affirm that there is one presence and one power active in the universe. The same presence and power is active in our lives. The same presence and power is active in the lives of our loved ones and within every circumstance and situation of the world, that the will of God, the will of this presence and power, this omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent aliveness is absolute good, and therefore its will is absolute good throughout the universe. And we rest in that confidence, we rest in that knowing, that joyful knowing, that good is the outpicturing of divine presence. And therefore, we see these prayers, these desires, these wishes, these longings that have been gathered together and put in our box, this request for support, that we provide that support by our absolute confidence in the unfolding good, not only in our lives, but the lives of all of these dear ones who place their trust in their faith of God. We see each and we affirm each situation resolving along the path of goodness. In proper time, in proper place, in alignment with divine order and harmony. And being confident in this process of unfolding and becoming, we let go with neither a direct desire or an effort to direct or influence. But we step back in confidence, affirming that all is well everywhere. And so it is. Amen.
So now in the sanctuary, we're going to greet each other with hugs and handshakes. On Zoom, you can wave to each other or throw kisses.
These sidewalks dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, smile after smile. And on every street corner you hear silver bell, silver bell. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Streets of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasure. See the children's bunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all, hear them say, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Hear them ring, ring-a-ling. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Well, this is one you're probably not used to hearing. It was written a few years ago by a guy on the band called the Goo Goo Dolls. You might have heard of them. Anyway, I heard it on daytime TV, and I thought it was so cool that I'm going to do it. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold and it's gray, I'm in love with this day 'cause it's Christmas. Yeah, the light in your eyes and the smile on your face says it's Christmas. It's a word or a smile that could change someone's life, or some change in your pocket just to get through the night. Wish on stars above for the ones we love. This is Christmas. Drove 1,000 miles just to see you smile, 'cause it's Christmas. Sing with me softly, my dear, 'cause it's all I can give you this year. This is Christmas. It gets harder each year to believe in what's real. I need Christmas. It's your love that I miss. Yeah, your heart and your kiss make it Christmas. And the gifts that you bring always make my heart sing. Not the things that you buy, or the love that you bring. Wish on stars above for the ones we love. This is Christmas. Drove 1,000 miles just to see you smile. This is Christmas. Sing with me softly, my dear, 'cause it's all I can give you this year. This is Christmas. And it's late in December. I need to remember you were left when I needed a friend. So I'll fill up the car and we'll chase down the star that will lead us back home again. Wish on stars above for the ones we love. This is Christmas. Drove 1,000 miles just to see you smile. This is Christmas. So hold that feeling in, fill my heart with cheer, 'cause it's Christmas. Sing with me softly, my dear, 'cause it's all I can give you this year. This is Christmas. This is Christmas.
Thank you, Sammy. Well, good morning again. I get to say good morning about, what, 3 times before anything else? Oh, that's great. I like it. It's so nice to be here with you this morning. Today, as you can see by our Advent wreath, is the 4th Sunday of Advent, and the pink candle is lit. All the candles are lit now. And Advent is that season before Christmas of preparation, of realization, of reflection, based on all of the themes of the week leading up to Christmas. There's faith, joy, expectation, hope, and finally joy. When I was in my Catholic days, Advent was a time of abstinence and fasting, partially, as well as Lent. There was that element of those kinds of different daily eating activities drew attention to this was a special time and why we are doing this. Why am I doing this? And oh yeah, it's Advent. And then that clicks in, oh yeah, Advent. then it's my opportunity to kind of connect to it in a very visceral way. Today's theme of joy for us was that, Christmas is almost here. And then we don't have to do this fasting and abstinence anymore. And it was especially hard when there's baking going on at home. Yeah, and all the preparations coming up to that Christmas Eve. And I was reflecting on joy. And as Lee mentioned earlier, oftentimes we hook together or think of joy in terms of happiness and joy. And yet they are different. It's a subtle difference, but I think it's an important difference. What do you think, or do you think there is a difference between joy and happiness as you think of times in your life in which you were happy, and then times in your life in which you were joyful? Was there a difference in those times? Yes.
I have a feeling that happiness is a state of being and joy is just a state of the moment.
All right, that happiness is a state of being, and joy is the state of the moment. Okay. Anyone else? Joy is something you could share with other people, right?
And that elevates their joy essentially.
Kind of elevates? Yeah. Yeah.
To me, when I think of first one, it's like is kind of okay, you know.
Happiness?
Yeah, happiness.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it's okay.
Uh-huh.
Joy is higher.
Joy is a higher vibration of happiness for you. Yeah. How does that sound? Joy is a higher. Yeah, that's really, really good. Anybody else?
Joy is, for me, is I express it big.
Okay.
And happy is just, I'm happy.
Okay.
But for me, lately, I've had a lot of joy in my life. A lot of things have been lining up.
Uh-huh.
And so I've been really explosive with joy.
Okay, so joy is something that that is just this state of being for you, and enduring, kind of. Yeah, big time. It's kind of big feeling, big awareness, and happiness is it's fun, and it's very real, and it's transitory. But joy tends to have a lasting quality to it. I think of happiness as being kind of an emotional response, an immediate emotional response to situations and circumstances around us. That we have this instant of happiness, and it can be long-lived. Most often, for me, I feel it as short-lived. And joy tends to be, I think of in terms of a spiritual attunement, that it is more a quality of soul, that joy is a very deep and lasting sense of a bigger vibration of well-being. It's hard to put words around, but we know it when we feel it. Joy transcends situations. When we are in joy, there seems to be an attitude that sustains itself through ordinary challenges, a deep sense of okayness. This joy is what we celebrate and what we are aligning ourselves to this week. The joy of Christmas, the joy of what Christmas means in terms of what it signifies in terms of this energy that has been brought to humankind through this event, through this person, through Jesus. That Jesus brings a very different message with him than other spiritual leaders or spiritual practices. Whether a different message of a lasting kind of relationship with divinity. Jesus does not distinguish between the divine and the undivine, I guess, or the mundane. That divinity is a part of everything at all times, and that it's available. Divinity, this relationship with the divine, is something that it transcends time and space, because it's here, it is our experience, it can be our experience always, if we attune ourselves to it, if we allow the reality of our spiritual beingness to be aware of in everyday life, okay? No matter what comes along. Now, I have been in the middle of challenges. I have been in the middle of things that didn't go my way. I've been in the middle of pouting. I've been in the middle of crying. I've been in the middle of extreme disappointment. And yet, behind that, there is a sense that stop, wait, and let it unfold. Stop, wait, and let it unfold. And trust in goodness. That goodness is what God is. That the universe is absolute good. And so I am not separate from that goodness. No matter what the time-limited, instant experiences I might have in my life. And that is a source of joy. To be in full awareness of that, to be in full awareness of this underlying foundation of goodness as my life, and that brings joy. And I'm speaking for myself here, but maybe you're relating. That brings joy, because there's nothing that can dispel my joy unless I lose connection, unless I become forgetful, unless I become dismembered from what is true at a spiritual level. And then when I remember, I have not access to joy in the sense that it's gone away, but I am remembering myself in connection with the foundation of who and what I am in the world. Well, there's another joyous event that has taken place several thousand years ago, and that our Jewish brothers and sisters celebrate. Tonight will be the first day of Hanukkah, and Hanukkah is a joyous and miraculous remembrance for our Jewish community. It commemorates an overcoming of oppression. That in the year 168 BCE, that Israel was dominated, was controlled by the Greco-Syrian Empire, and that because of that oppression, because of that occupation and dominance, the Jews were prevented from practicing their beliefs, their religion. And it extended not only to personal practices within the home, but also community practices within the temple. And that the temple, through this occupation, was desecrated. And as part of the desecration, there was what was considered a defilement of the sacred space as temple. The Jews resisted this and overcame the Greco-Syrian Empire, and was able to reestablish their freedom within that time. And part of the ceremony, part of the process of remembering, of bringing back together, of repairing, was to rededicate the temple. but because of the destruction within the temple itself, there was not enough resources available to do that. Specifically in the sense of oil within the temple, there's a lamp that is always lit, representing the presence of God. And the purification process took 8 days, but there was only enough oil found for 1 day. And in extreme faith and confidence, and in the spirit of not letting appearances define them, they filled the lamp, the menorah, with 1 cruse of oil, while the rest of the holy oil was prepared. And it would take 8 days for that preparation to happen. And the small bit of oil that they did have lasted not just 1 day, but for the 8 days. And that was the miracle of it. In celebrating Hanukkah, the menorah is the symbol of that miracle. And it's on the altar behind me. The traditional menorah has 7 branches, but the Hanukkah menorah has 9 branches, 8 representing each of those 8 days. And then the middle one, right here, is the shamas candle, and it is the servant. It serves the others. Usually the menorah is lit at sunset each day of Hanukkah, and it goes successfully from right to left. So on the first day of Hanukkah, the first candle, and then as we go forward into the 8 days, then successfully all of the candles, so that by the end of the period, the 8 days, all of the candles are lit. So in remembrance of that, and in the honoring of all of our traditions throughout the world, and of this presence and power that there are so many names for, I'd like to light this candle. The shamas, the helper candle, and then this one for the first day. Oops. I might have been absent on my day in my seminary studies on candle lighting. There we go. And there's a prayer that goes with this lighting of the candle. Blessed is the Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with his mitzvah, his law, and commands us to kindle the Hanukkah lights. And then on the first day only, we say, Blessed is the Lord our God, ruler of the universe, for granting us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. And it is a season of joy, a season of remembrance. As followers of Jesus, we look at this time of waiting, of Advent and then Christmas, as a time in which a light came into the world. And there's many hymns that refers to Jesus as the light that light, the bringer, bearer of light into the world. Light is very significant, especially in the winter season throughout the world. In many religions, there are festivals of light. Hanukkah for our Jewish brothers and sisters, Christmas for Christians. For those who practice paganism, there is the Yule. Yuletide is the festival of lights. In our Hindu brothers and sisters, it's Diwali. And so there's light is of such importance, especially in the dark season of the year, because darkness is associated with not knowing. It's a dangerous time. We lose our way in the dark. Light is a universal and important symbol as well as a practical power. And so we celebrate it. Practically, light brings life. We are shown the way. Light illuminates. Light dispels the darkness. Light, the sunlight, is the very essence of photosynthesis in plants. Plants being the foundation of our food source, of all food sources. Without light, there is no life. Spiritually, life represents the illuminated consciousness, the higher self, a sense of the sacred. And so lighting candles represents and is symbolic of the enduring sense of spirit. The menorah in the temple, for Christians, our Christ candle on the altar every Sunday. And as light dispels the darkness in our material world, in our material lives, waking up and letting in the light of understanding and wisdom in our spiritual lives dispels ignorance, that we come to understanding, we come to intuition, we come to realization. And from the understanding and realization and the recognition of our lives as holy and sacred, as all of the events of our lives meant to be helpers, meant to be their own shamas in our lives, helping us to come back to ourselves if those events give us, shake up our foundation. I think that's a very powerful notion, to think of those times in our lives that shake us, to think of it as the helper candle, the shamas. That this isn't here to punish me. This isn't here to carry out a sentence in my life for having messed up, but rather it's here to help me get back on track. This here, whatever I'm experiencing, is for my good, because it cannot be less than. Even the most horrific periods of our history and the destruction that we do to one another, the disrespect that we as human beings, throughout history, have inflicted on others, are wake-up calls, are events that ask us to go deeper within ourselves. How is this affecting me and why? How is this influencing me? What kinds of decisions is that event asking of me to make in my here and now life? And those are gifts, and they're important gifts. And we all are offered them every single day. If we have eyes to see and ears to hear. And that's why we come together each Sunday. That's why we have these gatherings, so that we may sharpen our vision and develop our hearing, so that we can open our hearts and lift the shade of our minds to come into greater clarity, greater attunement, and greater alignment and recognition of the spirit within us that we carry, that we are, that is not separate but an extension of absolute good as the universe. So let's take a moment for meditation. Let's just shift a bit. And let's take this theme of light as well as joy into our beings. And so it's interesting. We close our eyes so that we might enter the darkness behind our eyelids in order to access a greater light of understanding within our souls. And so we do that. We prevent ourselves from being distracted. We maintain our focus to the depths of our spiritual reality, Breathing in and breathing out. Infilling and letting go. Infilling and letting go. Such a simple, automatic movement that is deeply, deeply profound. Deeply profound. And that is shared by all life within the universe. An infilling and a letting go. So just feel that rhythm within your bodies. Each infilling is an inflow of nourishment. Each out breath is a release of that which no longer serves. It makes room. It allows. And in this infilling and allowing, I invite you to draw your attention, to let your attention be focused on your heart center. There are many things that we carry in our heart. We carry joy in our heart. We carry sadness in our hearts. We feel longings within our heart. We extend appreciation and love through our hearts. This powerful, powerful organ and this deeply significant center in our being generates our life, continues our life. And so if it feels right for you, envision a light within your heart. The color, the size, doesn't matter. It's your choice, whatever comes to you. But to see your heart within this field of light and see this light taking residence within your heart. And in your imagination, envision the light within your heart as expanding. And that this expanding light, regarded as blessing, as approval, as appreciation, as love, and see it extend to every part of your inner being, of your inner body, enfolding every organ, flowing to your limbs, filling your mind, that you are a being of light. And see your entire body illuminated. This illumination never dims. This illumination is the constant attunement of your soul, of your spirit. It is light. It is the light of God. You are the light that is God. And within the next few moments of silence, try to behold this light that you are, that I am the light of God, into deep realization. Of your true nature. And you might even say to yourself, I am the light that is God. I am the light that is God. Realizing ourselves as the light that is God has deep, profound implications. Being foundationed in this truth is the source of joy. It is the true source of spiritual joy. And as we carry light, we carry joy. And as we move through our physical lives, our material lives, we become more or less aware of our light and our joy. I invite you this week to maintain as often as possible sustained awareness throughout this week of yourself as the light of God, as you, and the joy that is your nature. And as all of that which we realize in ourselves as God, it is not meant for ourselves alone, but its realization is the point at which we share. So as we realize, we can share. As we know our joy, we can share our joy. As we know our light, we can share our light. And this is Christmas. So whenever you're ready to make a shift from your inner focus back to outer awareness, bringing with you your light and your joy. And so it is.
Create in me a new life, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a new life, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. Keep me today in thy presence, O God. Strengthen thy Holy Spirit in me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a new life, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Keep me today in thy presence, O God, and strengthen thy Holy Spirit in me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and renew a right spirit within me. And renew a right spirit within me.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Well, now's the time in the service where we have an opportunity to engage with the prosperity of the universe as we bless our offerings. And I invite you to hold them in your hands with a true spirit of joy, that I give joyfully and easily, because God is my source and abundance is my nature. And so we affirm this in our offertory statement. And together, divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And we bless your offerings too, and those on Zoom and Facebook, the mail-ins and the drive-bys. Yeah. All right. And so we collect those offerings now.
All that we have and all that we offer comes from the heart, both open and free. Take what we bring now and give what we need. All done in God's name. Some will rely on their neighbor. Some will rely on their
over here.
gold.
Okay.
Take courage and always remember, the Spirit will never go wrong. All that we have and all that we offer come from the heart, both open and free. Take what we bring now and give what we need. All done in God's name.
And so let's bless our offerings by rubbing our hands together again and just directing this incredibly generous energy towards our gifts. And I affirm that these gifts are heartfelt. And they not only serve the material needs of our community, but they are spiritual demonstrations of our faith and joy. And that we use them responsibly and within stewardship for the highest and best of not only this congregation, but also the larger congregation, as we as a church support others. And so it is. Amen. Well, that's the fourth Sunday in Advent and the first day of Hanukkah. I hope they are meaningful for you, and that the next time we meet will be Christmas Eve, and that will be, all the candles will be replaced with white ones in celebration. So I hope that you'll be attending at 5 p.m. if you can. And so let's gather in the middle here as we do our peace song. And then the peace song will be followed by the prayer protection song, right? So after the peace song, we'll sing the prayer protection rather than recite it.
Okay.
Okay?
With a little
Okay.
exuberance.
Exuberance, yeah.
Oh, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united in all our way. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, I guess it's every other one. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God will protect us, and the presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, 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 God is.
All right. Well, have a wonderful week. Come on downstairs. Yeah, come on downstairs for hospitality, and see you on Christmas Eve. All right.
Did you notice how at one point there was a little bit of light that came through there, just a little bit?